So let's just start broad level, Lig, by talking about what is the historic function of confessions of faith in the context of a local church, and how have you seen them be beneficial in your own ministry?
Well, confessions of faith especially began to be written in the 16th century during the time of the Reformation to express not only what local churches, but groups of Christians with the same theological affinity confessed to believe what the Bible taught. There were already differences in how to understand the Bible between different groups, Lutherans and Calvinists and others, in the 16th century Reformation, and they, as a way of expressing liberty of conscience, started writing down their understanding of what the Bible taught as a public profession to the world. Hey, we believe these things. And as a tool for unity within those various fellowships of churches. And so by the time you get to the 17th century, the way that confessions of faith are functioning is to show not every Christian who believes the main things that are a part of the Christian affirmation of the Christian faith agrees on every doctrinal issue. And as a way of trying to find room for freedom of conscience under the umbrella of a Protestant profession of Christianity, different groups wrote confessions of faith. So in England, in the 1640s, in the wake of the English Civil War, the Parliament actually called for a group of theologians. The members of Parliament were to nominate one or two pastors from every one of their constituencies in England and in Wales and in Ireland to come to Westminster and create a document that would reform the teaching of the Church of England. Almost everybody wanted the Church of England to be more reformed. They thought it wasn't. It was too squishy on some issues, and it needed to be more like the Reformed churches on the continent. And after they started the work, they realized, there's a shot at us having a pan-Protestant sort of confession of faith for all the Protestants in the British Isles. And so they write the Westminster Confession of Faith. Well, by that time, you already have a Baptist movement in Britain. You have people that are convinced of congregational government in Britain. You have people that believe in Erastianism, where the government is over the church. You've got all sorts of belief. Well, they produce confessions of faith as well. And it serves to articulate their convictions about the Bible's teaching in particular areas. So the Baptists have a confession of faith that they write in London in the 1640s, and then they write another one in the 1680s, and then they use the same one in Philadelphia in the 1740s when they get to the United States. And so those confessions of faith, I love reading statements of faith. And there's a great collection that Jim Dennison did of Protestant confessions of faith from the 16th to the 18th centuries. It's a 4-volume set that you can get from I think it's a 4-volume. It's either a 3 or 4-volume set that you can get from Reformation Heritage Books. And I just find it fascinating to read those statements of faith. They're really edifying to read, even when you differ with things, the way they put things. I find them incredibly edifying to read.